Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming from the sunny city of Limassol in Cyprus, and I'm here to talk about our steps towards sustainable tourism and how this can be a valuable tool for brand equity. Allow me to start with a question. What makes us love a destination we visit? Could it be the weather? Or maybe the high level of services? Could it be the people of the destination, a friendly smile, or the generosity of the people of a destination? Or maybe the local products, trying out fruit we've never tried, seeing flowers we've never seen, or maybe gastronomy, that's increasingly important, trying out the cuisine of a local destination, the local wine, very important. Or maybe the events. Isn't it exciting if you are at a destination and you find yourself joining an event, even if it's out of character, parading with the locals and dancing and singing? Is that something that will make that destination special for you? Or attending a workshop to try yourself in local arts, like making a mosaic or pottery making? Coming in touch with the local culture, visiting archaeological sites, listening to the history of the place, visiting maybe local villages, and getting to know the people and their daily routines in the rural areas. Or can it be the natural beauties of a destination? The sandy beaches, the clear waters? Is it maybe the experiences? Taking a diving course for the first time, or the whole family going on a cycling tour together in this countryside of a destination. At the end of the day, I think it's everything together. All the bits and pieces come and make up the essence, the true essence of a destination. And to find the essence of a destination, we have to start our journey to discover it. It's not something you can find in a brochure, and it's not something you can find sitting in a hotel or by a pool. You have to make the effort, and this is what will actually make your visit memorable forever. Now, all these elements come together to make what differentiates one destination from the other. And this is what we call the DNA of a destination, which should be the basis of any branding effort from the side of the destination. Limassol took its first steps in tourism back in the 1930s. And actually, the first luxury property was set up not on the coastline. The properties on the coastline were considered inferior at the time because of the humidity. So the first luxury property was set up in the late 1930s in a village called Platres. It's called Forest Park Hotel. And it became the holiday hotspot for the celebrities and the royalties of the time. An interesting story is that of King Farouk of Egypt, who was very excited about the place and was taking his holidays there with his friends. And he found himself behind the bar making cocktails for his friends. And he made one specific cocktail that really impressed the people he was with. And that cocktail became a Cyprus cocktail, and it's served to this date in all restaurants and bars in Cyprus. It's called brandy sour. So if you're ever in Cyprus, you should definitely try it. Now, since the 1930s until the 1970s, the development of tourism in Cyprus in Limassol specifically, was quite slow-paced. And this is because of political reasons mainly. But after the 70s, there was a booming. This is how the coastline of Limassol looked before, and this is what it looks like today. We're talking about a modern holiday destination offering a very wide range of options for visitors. We're talking about a very dynamic international business center, about an industry hub, and about a favorite place of residence for thousands of people from other countries that choose to live there and work there and raise their families there for a number of reasons. The weather, the safety, the high level of services for their businesses, the high educational level for their family members. Limassol makes a very attractive place of residence for many of them. Now let's take a look at the first picture. That's our first luxury property on the coastline of Limassol. It's the Amathus Hotel. It was established in the late 1970s, and of course the visionary entrepreneur was considered to be out of his mind to go and build a huge property, luxury property in the middle of nowhere, as you can see there. But that visionary entrepreneur started what is today the tourist area of Limassol. A few years later, we saw new hotels coming up, apartments, restaurants, other tourist businesses that created what you can see on the other picture, what today is our tourist area. Of course, between the late 70s and today, we've been anxious to grow, to upgrade, to improve, to enlarge, and it was easy to have sustainability left behind. That is why the Limassol Tourist Board, the official tourist body of Limassol, has set sustainability as one of its priorities. We have created plans to make our destination more sustainable, and we searched for funding. We were very lucky to receive European funding since 2012, and we're proud to say that today we are partners in a very big project under the European Horizon 2020 program. It's the Civitas Destinations project, receiving 18 million euro from Europe for 6 small tourist destinations to upgrade their sustainable mobility modes, to provide more options and become more sustainable. The objectives of this project are to improve the overall urban accessibility, to reduce emissions, to increase the air quality, to reduce the noise level in the streets, to increase safety, to reduce traffic jams, to reduce the energy consumption, to enhance social cohesion, to improve cost effectiveness and integration of transport and mobility services. Along with the Limassol in this project, there are Elba in Italy, Rethymno in Crete, Valletta in Malta, Las Palmas in Gran Canaria, and Funchal in Madeira. So we are aiming. Our vision is through this project to make an impact to our economies, to our societies, and to our environment. The project will run for 4 years, and it has a number of measures. I'm just going to mention a few of them to see how simple measures can really make a difference. The first measure I want to refer to is the development of an application and a travel planner. We will give the visitor the option to use this application, and from where the visitor is standing, to know where the nearest bus station is, the nearest bike rental station is, where bike sharing can be found, where the nearest EV charger can be found, what are the cycling paths and walking paths around, and what are the places of interest around. This way, we will give a chance to the visitor at low cost and giving options among sustainable mobility modes to make the best of the holiday, to visit what's near, to use and change from one sustainable mobility mode to the other, and try to enrich the holiday experience. Of course, there will be a lot of printed and electronic material to promote this effort and provide information to the visitors. Electronic signs will be placed along the coastline to inform locals and visitors about the waiting time for the bus. Strolling electronic signs will be placed in the buses that will inform, besides the bus-related information, what's the next stop, where the route will end. It will also provide tourist information, what places of interest can be found along the way. In cooperation with the Cyprus Electricity Authority, we are currently establishing a network of sheltered EV charging points for electric vehicles to be able to charge. We are establishing for the first time a hop-on, hop-off service for a tour in the old town of Limassol with audio guides that provide a tour in 6 different languages. We are also installing a sensor at the parking spaces in the center of Limassol that will allow us to know how many free parking spaces are available. This information will be available on real time on the application. What this will help us to achieve is avoiding to have cars unnecessarily driving around the center of the town trying to find a parking space. If you know exactly where to head for, you will not lose time, not waste your money, and not waste your time and pollute, obviously, in order to find a parking space. In order to get our businesses on board and make them partners in this effort, we have formed a number of criteria, and the businesses that fulfill these criteria are becoming partners and receive the green label accreditation. For the first time, we will also have a tourist mobility card, allowing the user to get on public transport for a number of days, have discounts on bike rentals, electric car rentals, shopping, entrance to theme parks, museums, and other places of interest. Smaller measures, improving the routes and the timetables of public transport to make it more user-friendly and efficient, upgrading cycling and walking routes, placing maps on the way, bike stands where there is something that's worth leaving your bike and walking to see. And we will also promote cycling and walking as special interest tourist products. Now, what we want to do is to help the visitor, while taking a cycling tour, to be able to know that if you get out of that route for 5 minutes, you can actually visit an UNESCO heritage church. Or if you drive 15 minutes to that direction, you will find yourself in a village where there is a traditional fair taking place. So it's important not only to show what we have, but for what the visitor will take with him or her at the end of the holiday. All these efforts, along with other efforts supporting, for example, the initiative of the Cyprus Tourism Organization to have Cyprus breakfast at all hotels, in order for guests to be able to taste the local products and have a chance to select among a buffet of different locally made products. We have also implemented a training program for free for 3 months to help unemployed Cypriot people to become professionals in several tourist professions, so that we upgrade the level, the quality of services, and we also assist the locals to get into the sector. And all that is because we do believe that sustainability in tourism adds to the destination's brand equity. The value that destination has as a brand is definitely upgraded by sustainability. We should know that sustainability is something that is evaluated very greatly by people, especially in Europe. Research shows that people in Germany, 30% of them, will look at whether a destination is sustainable or not before making their choice for a holiday destination. So this is also a marketing tool. Allow me to close my presentation by saying that Limassol is not just a place. We want Limassol to be, in the eyes of each and every visitor, an explosion of colors, scents, flavors, experiences, and feelings. We look forward to seeing you in Limassol in one of your future holidays. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too for this so interesting, wonderful presentation. And if you allow us now to ask our audience for the question and comment. Thank you. Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Louise. I'm from South Africa. I just wanted to ask, we have similar type of developments. And my question is mainly, before you have these developments, you have the local community living in that type of area. So the challenge is, sustainability is not about the plant life only. It's about the human life. And I wanted to see how you matched the local community that has to move out of those areas for tourism developments like this to happen. How do you incorporate them into your local economic development program?
Actually, we didn't have that specific problem because the tourist area was developed in an area that had nothing. It was empty. So due to one of our Limassolian entrepreneurs that started the first hotel property in that area, everything developed separately. And the tourist area is not the city. It's next to the city. It's adjacent to the city. So you have the town and you have the tourist area next to it. Therefore, we didn't have that problem, but we do make efforts to help the locals be part of this success. We encourage the local businesses to use local providers rather than imported goods, for example. That is why we want to introduce the Cyprus breakfast in all hotels. We are educating locals to be able to be professionals in the tourism industry and be able to share this success. We are taking steps towards moving the tourists from the tourist area to the town so that they have a chance to shop at local businesses, to have a coffee at local coffee shops. So we are trying to establish a network that will allow the tourists with easiness to get into the town so that the local economy can also receive a benefit from them being in our area. I hope this answers your question. Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Cody Bijou from University of Arkansas in Monticello, and I had a couple questions because I was really interested in the consolidation of the mobility app and also the card, which you said would essentially provide a user account that provides special services discounts. Is there a planned integration between maybe an account with that mobility app as well as the user account on the card as well, so that you could maybe have like some e-tracking services?
Yes, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. I just wanted to show you how with very small measures, with easy to implement measures, like putting a sensor at the entrance of a parking space, for example, or an app. Everything today is becoming an application everybody can use. How with such measures we can make a difference. And for us, because it's a small scale, it's a very small town, we're talking about 200,000 residents and about 300,000 to 400,000 tourists every year. Okay, it's a small scale. I do believe that small steps can make a big difference at the end of the day. And this is what we don't have ABC, what we're going to do. Along the way, we evolve our ideas and we try to make them fit what is best for our visitor.
Thank Very much one more time. Please join me in our sincere gratitude to Miss Maria Michaelidou.
Yes, you got it.
Thank you.